Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today we're talking all about Theme Park Fast Track, but before that I'd just like to let you know that I'm increasing the upload schedule to 3 videos a week now, and I started the first of my new theme park news summary videos on Saturday, so be sure to watch it. If you don't want to miss any of the new videos coming to the channel soon, please subscribe and leave a like on today's video if you enjoyed it, but of course no pressure. I've left the links to my social pages, shop and blog, which has just been updated, in the description. Thanks for your support. Start with Alton Towers and many of the other Merlin theme parks, including Thorpe Park and Chessington, where you can get a wristband that gives you unlimited fast track on all of the rides. They usually say that you can only gain instant access on the rides that are actually listed as fast track ones, so basically the rides that they actually sell individual fast tracks for that have a specific fast track entrance. But when we did this at Chessington, we were told that you could actually skip to the front of any ride and you just go up the exit ramp on those that don't have a specific entrance. Whilst this isn't personally my favourite way of doing fast track, I'd be lying if I said I haven't used this and enjoyed it to bypass the queues on a few busy summer days at the parks. The queue times at the Merlin parks can get absolutely crazy in length, so this certainly allows you to enjoy your day a lot more and rack up over 20 rides in a day when otherwise you might only get on 2 or 3. I also like how on many of these rides is a merge point where you join the last part of the queue, meaning it's a lot less awkward and doesn't feel uncomfortable and rude like how it does at some parks where they're fast track, where you're literally taking the seat of someone who's about to get on the ride with their group. Cedar Fair uses a very similar system to this, but they don't have a flat rate, unlimited access wristband at some of their bigger parks, and instead make you pay extra again to get access to some of the biggest, newest and most popular attractions. At Cedar Point, for example, if you want to skip the queues on Steel Vengeance, Maverick, Millennium Force and Top Thrill Dragster, you'll need to upgrade again to the Fastlane Plus. Some people might think it's a bit naughty that they want to charge extra again, but I look at it in a different way and think that it's actually quite good that people who aren't interested in skipping the queues on the bigger rides could just pay a cheaper price and just skip the queues on the other rides, including the tamer ones instead. Pool Pleasure Beach is a speedy pass system where you're given a device or a website link to go to on your phone where you can reserve your place virtually in ride queues, either waiting the full queue time virtually, half of the waiting time virtually, or getting near instant access. Obviously, the higher the tier you select, the higher the price, and many theme parks also choose to only include some of the newest and most popular rides at the park in the top 2 tiers, trying to encourage people to go for one of the more expensive tiers. Avalanche, Grand National, the Ghost Train, Skyforce and Icon are all speedy pass rides that you can't get access to from just the basic option. This obviously isn't great if you're only interested in the cheaper tier, but it is still a big bonus that you can choose to just halve your wait time in the theme park if it isn't overly busy, or just wait the full length virtually and go on some of the other rides or enjoy other parts of the park while you wait. I think that this way of doing things has got to be the biggest money spinner for the parks, as many more buy them because the cheaper options available, and it means that there are far less people stood in queue lines and many more wandering around the park, playing carnival games, eating food and buying things from the gift shops. As JR from the Pleasure Beach once said, long lines don't make money. I've used the Pleasure Beach Speedy Pass system on many occasions when visiting the park, especially at times when I'm there with friends or family who haven't visited the Pleasure Beach before, or rarely do, and we're keen to make sure that we get plenty of goes on all the big rides, even if it isn't that busy. Over the course of the average Pleasure Beach season, we'd end up spending far more on speedy passes than even on the season passes themselves, and I know many others have too, so I definitely think that going with a system like this is not only better for the guests as it has a lot more flexibility, but also to the parks and the many thousands of pounds of profit that they make from this, a service that basically costs them nothing to provide in the first place. Six Flags and the Legoland parks also use this same system, and Six Flags have gone even more modern, where they now offer a watch to reserve your rides on with their Flash Pass system, and you can now upgrade to get a season-long Flash Pass with your membership now, which is really good too. So I've talked about the 2 main fast track types that we see around the world, and certainly that I've come across anyway, but what about the few theme parks that don't have it at all, or in Disney's case, do it for free? Without any doubt, everyone loves, well, Disney in general, but the Disney Fast Track, where there's no fee at all to go up to the ride entrance and get a ticket to come back at a time slot later in the day. Europa Park doesn't offer any Fast Track, and instead they focus on moving the main queue quickly through efficient operations. And back here in the UK, the Gulliver's theme park chain even make a point about advertising how you can't pay your way to the front of the queue.
And there's even greater value in the fact that Gulliver's do not sell fast passes. Here mate, let me in, £10, let me in the front, come on please.
Sorry sir, we can't do that, we don't accept bribes.
Look, I'm all for and don't have any problem with theme parks like those, but there are many others that choose to put getting through the main queue faster as a priority over letting people buy their way to the front, and I get it. There are people out there who, after in many cases saving up to get a day out at a theme park, get a bit annoyed that theme parks are trying to get more money out of you to skip to the front. But at the same time, I'd be lying if I said I haven't bought Fast Track many times before and found it very good, particularly when visiting a theme park far away that you won't usually get to very often, or when visiting with friends or family and making sure you want to get everything in. I also think that to a large extent, and especially the major parks, guests have become to want and expect it when visiting nowadays. Thank you very much for watching today's video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more, but no pressure. If you have any opinions on this topic that you'd like to share, I'd be interested to see them, so please feel free to leave a comment below. Thanks for the support, have a great day.